I was going to mention this, comments from the directors in the control room about the performers on the stage were sometimes so funny that you couldn't help but laugh. And I, of course, being on a boom and didn't have my head in the viewfinder on the camera, was able to pay attention more to what was going on in the control room.
What were some of those comments?
At the moment, I can't think of one, but they weren't very nice.
But when you confronted Joan, I'm telling you, you don't see that very often in life. You don't see it in movies. When this man walked on the set, magic happened. It was delightful. And I said, well, where?
Okay, well, no, I really not to interrupt the technicians to tell an actor's story, but in connection with that, I have to tell that. That the day I was introduced by Mrs. Johnson, that was fine. It was just a last-minute thing at the end of the show, and it was a teaser for the following day. But the following day after that, I had to meet Miss Joan Bennett and Mr. Louis Edmonds and all the other people of the show. And I'll never forget it as long as I live. I went in and garbled up a couple of names, or I garbled up names. I don't know how many I garbled up. But anyway, I thought, while I was saying the lines, this is the end. I'm going to get my traveling notice to get out of here over the weekend. It was a nice, quick appearance, but how I've screwed this up. And anyway, all weekend, literally, at home, all that first weekend, after I'd done that particular episode that Skip just mentioned, I thought literally that was the end for me. And I was going to get the phone call all weekend. Well, Monday morning I went in, and Leela was directing that Monday morning. And I didn't hear anything. I was waiting to get canned, or at least be told what a dreadful thing. So finally I went to Leela. I said, Leela, that was dreadful, that scene on Friday when you taped. And I got all those names all mixed up. She said, what are you talking about? Because later on, God knows, she had a lot to say about my not knowing lines. But at that particular day, she said, what are you talking about? And I said, well, I got everybody's name mixed up. Is it still working? Oh, it's dead. Is it still working? Okay. And anyway, she said, no, you're fine. I said, well, I got everybody's name mixed up. She said, oh, yes, now that I think of it, you did switch a couple of names, but the cameras were close on you. The camera, it didn't matter. This is something else I had to learn about television. The camera was on a close-up. It didn't matter who I was saying what to. But other than that, your performance was fine. Well, I couldn't get over this. But anyway, 2 weeks later, I saw it on the air. And I couldn't wait to see it. And when I saw it, it absolutely fascinated me because I don't think I was ever better in my life as an actor. But unfortunately, I was out of control of myself.
Well, tell us about your part on Edge of Night, because it's not shown in Philadelphia, unfortunately.
Well, it's undergone a lot of changes. I've been on for 6 years, and when I first came on, I was married to an evil mad woman who tried to kill me eventually and then died herself. And then I got very happily married to a long-standing character on the show named Nicole. And she just was poisoned and died, so now I'm on my own again. And I'm seeing the girlfriend of the chief of police. So lots of complications.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Reruns of Dark Shadows, so I'll have to view it as my gift to posterity then, my donation to Ghostum that Eric Lang has never been reimbursed. Been doing quite a bit of theater lately. The possibility I might be going out to Louisville, Kentucky, theater out there and doing they have a season of new plays every year. So I might be out there doing that, hopefully. In addition to which I do quite a few commercials, like the Gortons of Gloucester Fishermen, yeah.
In about 5 minutes or so, and as soon as we finish up with the autographs,
You know, I need a great deal more than the rest of us. That I miss. That I miss. I can't afford those terraces anymore. No, I got a nice one. You might come over. Anyway, no, that's about it. No, I enjoyed it. I don't know what other than that, no, that's a good question. That's all. Money. I enjoyed other things, but that was the thing I enjoyed best.
I had ever gotten a taste of what fans are like. People are still around. It was just wonderful. And the stuff I had done before was all either Broadway stuff or just single television shows. And I never got a taste of what it might be like to be a movie actor or a star.
I mean, it was so intense that it looked like they're, sometimes hard to tell, is there something there?
Episode, recently somebody showed me a tape of one show we did, and she was so teed off with me, as she often was. And one day I surprised her. I was so angry at her for being teed off with me that I said, I'll show you. And I happened to, somebody happened to show me this episode, and she can't have it with me. And I turned her on, she turned me on, and it was really one of the best shows I ever did.